Hello folks, this is Marcus again, bringing to you one more tutorial, and this time we are going to see how to design and how to make the interactions in this slider. In this case, I am showing you how to increase and decrease volume. So we are going to play with these toys over here, right? And in the very beginning, I want to show you how it works. So I can click and drag to the right as I can click and drag to the left. So we have this possibility of playing this way, like I told you before. So just one more time to make it sure, let's play again. Sliding, dragging to the right side, and then doing the same thing to the left side, and then we can play this way. So let's come back to our design file because we were in our prototyping file, and then we have really simple things over here, right? And it's important too because sometimes you can look at that and you can think like, oh, but this is so small, just a little piece of design and interaction. But think with me, sometimes we are working in a really important feature and we have to prepare our prototype to test with the real user, end user. And then let's suppose that we are working in a startup which is creating a new application that might be for MP3 music or streaming like Netflix, Amazon Prime Video or something like this. And then let's suppose that we need to test, like to validate, to see if the user can understand the place that he or she can go to increase and decrease volume. And then in this time, if you are there working in this big and cool company, the job of your dream, and then you are there and you don't know how to do this simple interaction, man, oh, that might be really problematic. So for this reason, I'm here bringing to you small pills, teaching you how to design little things. And then if you join all the things that I taught you, you can do a lot of cool things. Trust me, I know what I'm saying because I've been playing this game for over a decade and almost 2 decades, and I know what I'm telling. So let's go and let's do it. We need to have this frame, which we have some components over here, but I was testing that they weren't working the way I was expecting, and then it will not be so important for now. And then we have this screen number 1 and this screen number 2. We're going to do them together, and this one here, if it works on the way, it's okay. If not, it's okay too. So let's play with that. Like normally, I like to have this reference so we can design from here. So the first thing that we have to do, it is to draw the icons. In past videos we did that, but it's cool to do again, because we can speed up our process and then we can reinforce the way of drawing icons and drawing interfaces. It's not a problem, at least not for me. So to do that, it's pretty easier. We will press P. We are designing in the expert mode. See, we are not seeing our interfaces. So let's play a little this way so you can get expert with shortcuts. So press P for pen, then press and hold shift, click here, just like this, something like this, something like this. We can adjust later, so don't worry if your little icon is not getting the same shape as mine. See, it didn't close, so I can press V now. Click here, zoom in. To zoom in, I just press and hold Ctrl, see? And then I go to my mouse and I scroll that little wheel. Scroll down, scroll up, or you can press and hold Ctrl. And then you can go to your keyboard, you can press plus or minus. It will be the same thing too. So now I click here in this anchor point and I will do this, just drag and drop, and the snap will happen and the path will be closed. So, and comparing to my reference, it's not exactly the same, so we can click out, select both of them, go to your keyboard, hit up arrow, do the same here, hitting the down arrow, right? You can do that even more, just like this, just like that, not a problem. And then we will select once, just click once, press enter. And then I don't think that I like this sharp corner, so we are going to select all of them, press Ctrl, you can go right click just like this, and then we have the shortcut over here. Let me see, show and hide UI. See, Ctrl, no, what is that? Because I'm using a customized keyboard, so it will be a little different to me. But we have this option like show hide UI. I show that to you all the time, and I'm not finding that right now. Component here, show hide. Is that here? Yeah, no. Oh god. I press, in my case, I press Ctrl and then yes. Now we see. Oh yes, now I see. I'm sorry. You have to click out of the frame. Show hide UI, Ctrl plus backslash, just like this. Yeah. And then we come here in the section named stroke. We open it here and we just click here. Round. See, it's more playful, more beautiful. I prefer this way. Then we are going to fill it. Here I used this color, but you can use another color. Let's remove the stroke itself because I don't want to have any stroke, even though, see what I did. So let me apply other color. See, now the thing is exactly the same. So that option was only about stroke, like the stroke was with that characteristic. So now we just need to do this. We can, for example, select, press enter, hit enter, then select these 2 points, and then here we can change like 2, for oops, too much, 1, too much, 0.5, something like this. Yes, now it's cool. We can even do the same here, 0.5, something like this. See, I prefer this way. It's just a small little thing, but it's cool. Okay, so we have this first part. I will press Ctrl D to duplicate selection. We will move just like this. Let me zoom in so we have these parts here to play with. So we can do in different manners. I will press P because I really do love to play with pen. Do this. We are going to do a kind of triangle, just like this. Press V, select here, press Ctrl and click here. So the shape is almost the same. Now it's important to come here and change from mirror angle to mirror angle and length. Now we see that we have this length. It's exactly a mirror. So we can select here, move a little down to adjust better. We can go closer like this. We have the freedom to do exactly the way that we want. I can pick up the same red shade, remove stroke. If I want to apply 0.5 over here too, let's see what happens. Yes, it's cool too. Click out twice, just like this. Select, and then I can diminish a little bit like this. I can select both of them and centralize horizontally. But it's important to align with this one too. All of them horizontally, just to be consistent. So we have this part. Now we need to have other part. This other part is pretty easy to do. Come with me. Press P, click here, then we can click here, then click here, then click here. Like I told you before, there are many ways to do that, and this is just one way. Now we press ESC and V, select both of them, click here, corner radius, and we can do this. But it's not perfect, as you can see. There is some little thing here. Press V, and see. Ask V. This point here, I will try to remove. So press V, click here. If we press delete, we are deleting for real the anchor point. We need to press shift and delete. So we remove just one point. We have one more point here. Let's do the same because we had 2 points before, right? Shift, delete. And it's not good yet, but don't worry, because we can adjust all the things that we want. We can like come back, see, we still have 2 points, as you can see. I'm gonna press shift, delete. Now we just have 1 point, see. We could, for example, move like this. I'm like extrapolating to show you many ways to do that. And now press and hold Ctrl and click. So that corner will be round. Change here, mirror, angle, and length. So now we have this freedom to adjust just like this. We can press and hold shift, you know, because shift, it will allows me to have more control over the alignment I'm doing right here. Cool. Now we need to increase the stroke because 1 is not going to be good. Something like this. 3, I think 3 is okay. Good. So now we can align all this content. See, it's not so good because we need to do some tweaks. It's always like this. See, more or less like this. We can, for example, I don't know if that's going to be cool. We could come here and applying this, not here, but here. Style, we have solid, not here, but here. See, round in this part and round in this part. You can play this way if you like. I don't like, so I'm come backing just to have like this. I'm pressing, let me go to expert mode. I'm pressing Ctrl Shift O. It's not a stroke anymore, it is a shape. I click twice and then I have a lot of points here. I was wondering if I could get one of these points to make it a little round, but I have a lot of them. I have to delete, like shift delete, shift delete, a lot of them. Shift delete, just one more, I think so. Shift delete. Now I could do the same thing right here. See, shift delete. Let's see. Oops. Shift delete. Maybe 2 more. Shift delete. Just one more. No, a lot of them. Shift delete. I can't zoom in anymore because I zoomed all the way. Shift delete. I don't think that I can do even more. Yeah, this is the last one. Now let me see if I can get out of the expert mode and make it a little rounder. See, in this bottom part it's okay, but on top it's not okay yet because I have more points here. Shift delete. Let me see. Shift delete. Shift, a lot of them. Now I hit that. So see, we do some adjustments. I have maybe 1 point here that I need to remove, maybe this one here. Yes, cool. These small little details, you don't need to do what I'm doing, but if you want to proceed, to go on, you know, to understand the little details, and what I'm teaching you over here is not exclusively a Figma thing, because it doesn't matter the software you are using, they are pretty similar. Like when I started working as a designer, the software at that moment when we were graphic designers, that was CorelDRAW, and many people, they use CorelDRAW so far, but not for the, let me select like this, let's see. Not yet. It's getting a little hard to oops, I found you, my friend. So let me make 0 over here. Yes, a lot of them, they are really a lot of points. Shift delete, let me try to select a lot of them. Shift delete, let's see now. So not yet. It's a little of points, and I can't zoom in anymore. Sometimes I decide to take certain directions on the way while I should be, yes, yeah. What I can do over here, I can press P, I can create a point here, I can create a new point here, see, press S, V, I select all of them, shift delete, whoops, shift delete. And now let's see if I can, not yet, man, come on. But see, the point is here. Shift delete, yes, I have control over that. Yeah, I don't understand the reason it's not accepting my customization. Not at all. Let me try to move it. Shift delete over here. Yeah, something like this. Doesn't seem cool. So like I was telling you before, doesn't work. Oh god. So never mind. Make sense. Yeah, never mind. Yes, I was about like to just select and have something exactly like this. Problems happen, you know what I'm saying, but when they happen, we can fix them. Come with me. I will press R. In this case, I will cut a small part of that. Now I select this shape and this one here, and I come here and I go subtract selection. See, I just cut. Then I press Ctrl D, Shift V. So I duplicated and I mirrored that. And now I will have something pretty similar. But the cut that I did, it's not perfect. See, now I just need to move a little up, just like this. Now I can group, or I can even come here. See, flatten selection. Oops, actually union selection. Oops, there is some part here that, oh, I see. This part here duplicated, it has a shape, see? And I have to flatten it first, because it's like a mask, as you can see here. See, the shape is here yet. It cut, but it's like a mask, so I have to flatten the selection. And the selection I don't need, it's okay. Now I select both of them and I go union selection. Oops, oh my god, it's not, no mind. I know what I'm seeing here. Yes, it's here. I have to flat this one too. Yeah, now union, not yet. That is this little thing here that I don't know where it comes from. It's like a ghost or something like this. But see, when we move a little, the thing disappears. Who can understand that? Maybe because the overlap thing, I don't know. Maybe the overlap thing is the problem. Let me try to remove this overlap. Shift delete, see? I use it, what we used before, shift delete. It's the same shape, and now we will flat. And now we don't have any problem anymore. See, we fixed what we need. So I really do love when problems they happen, because we can fix them. It's not exactly the same, but I think that you got the point, and then we can just make more adjustments. But for a while, for the proposal of this tutorial, I think it's pretty okay, at least in my opinion. Let me know yours, your opinion. What do you think? Yeah, not like here we need to consider like the space. We have sometimes to increase, decrease sizes, so things they fit better. Yeah, something like this. It's perfect. Yeah, maybe a little like this. Yeah, done. Because you know what? Done is better than perfect. Cool. Now it's time to do the bar itself. We can do the bar different kinds of ways. Let me go with this one way here. Open it here and press L for line. Expert mode, L for line. Draw a line just like this. Oops, not like this. L like this. You can hold shift to help you to go even more detailed. So get out of the expert mode because we can have more room to play. In this line it's gonna be 3, maybe 3 or 4. Let's go with 4. Round ends just like this. Select all of them, centralize them. This color, let's play with some mid-gray, something like this. Now we select here and we duplicate, Ctrl D, and we press I and click here. So we go to the brand color and we will have something like this. Cool. Then let's start naming things. This vector, it's gonna be icon, something like this, just to be cool. Let's select all those here. Let's union selection and then flat. It's gonna be icon 2. We won't make components for now, it's not necessary, but you know, slider background, something like this. And this one's gonna be the slider. It's cool. This is screen 1. Yes, we will create a screen by scratch. Now we need to have this ellipse. So we just press, let me go to expert mode, press O, draw something like this, press I, pick up this color, move to have something like this. We can, you know, select all the elements, press show the UI. See, the shortcut over here, Alt V, so we don't need to go there to show UI. We just select and Alt V. Cool, really cool. Okay, so let's create a screen. Press A for or F to create a frame. Let's create a frame over here. Now I want to show the UI again. So I have icon, this ellipse, I'm gonna call control. Now I will select all the elements and I will group and I will call slider just to move to the frame. I'm gonna call this one here state 1, just to be different, you know, because we have screen 1, state 1, something like this. Now we can centralize. See, Alt H horizontal, I suppose so, Alt V vertical. So use an expert mode, we can start, oops, not exactly like this, Alt V, Alt H. We can start speeding up our process. I'm gonna click twice. Let's see the distance, 8.5, something like this. Okay, let's see here, 8, 10, 8. Yes, 8.5, because you know what? We should change the position of these or the size. Here it's okay. The problem is here, 88.5. That should be 88 only. Cool. Now we have the same distance. So we shouldn't never play with broken things. Never. Broken numbers. Never ever. Never ever. Yes, in position and size we should adjust them, like here for example. Yeah, position like here, something. Never broken numbers. Yes, this is okay. So now it's gonna be easier to adjust things. So we learn it. Let's see round corners. There is no shortcut. At least I'm not seeing that. So for some cases we should use like this. It's not gonna appear when we will prototype the thing, but it's just a matter of preference, a matter of yeah, some aesthetical thing. Now let's duplicate just like this. See, state 1, state 2. Figma understands what I want to do, so it's really cool. I can put this icon a little far. 16 is gonna be cool. 16 is gonna be cool. Same thing here, same energy. 16, you know, to have more room because they are interactive things. Cool. So here is the thing. I can even ungroup for now. I don't need to have things grouped anymore. So let's ungroup. What I have to do over here, the magic starts. I will move. I can even come here. This one here I select, I click here, I move, I press and hold shift to help me. See? This one here depends. I don't know what you want to do. Let's suppose that the volume is here because there is some sound. It's not mute. There is some sound being played. So I will start from here, okay? Now it's cool. Now, I told you that I was trying to do some component with this thing, like when the user is moving here and there, the thing goes and all the things happen. But that wasn't working the way that I was expecting, so I'm gonna delete this, and in the future, in other tutorials, we will see that. Okay, let's concentrate in things that really matters. 15 by 15, I want to have a little bigger, like 20, let's see. 20 is okay. Now, I will move a little down. Maybe it's too much, right? Let's go this way, then we can change. So we have this. What we need to do is when the user will select here, the user will drag to the right and then drags to the left. So let's go to prototype. Let's click here and connect to this screen. Okay, first thing, like I told you before, it's gonna be on drag. Smart animate, otherwise it's not gonna work. And to come back, I need to come from here and drag this slider back. And when I drags back, I want the trigger to go back to the first screen, state 1. So let's change it here to drag. Now it is time to test. I'm gonna call slider. Let's see if my previous one it's named slider. So volume slider, just to be different. So now we can play with this. See, I can go like this, and I can go like this to the point that I was before. If I left things like this, it will come back, right? If I left like this, it will go ahead. It depends on, it's more closer to the first point, to the starting point, or it's closer, not more closer, but closer to the starting point or closer to the end point. Something wrong with this line is happening. Sometimes Figma has some bugs. They are fixing that. Let me try to to make outline stroke with them to see if that gets better. Let me come back to the design tab, Ctrl Shift O. Here the same thing, Ctrl Shift O. Maybe here too, Ctrl Shift O. I don't have problem here, but let's see what happens. Let's see. Oh Lord, there is no any problem here. But like I told you before, it's a bug, you know, it's a bug. It shouldn't happen because it just stretches like this. Oh, maybe it is because it has these corner things. Let me try to change it to see if that gets better. I will even undo a couple of times because I will try to have this part here will be a square. You can't see that because this ellipse is in front, but see square over here. And this end part, that might be round, but all the thing is round. I would like to have this square and this round. Sometimes I can edit that. I don't know what's happening. Solid, join, bevel. I think, yes, let me flip. Yeah, let's see if now it will get better. And like I told you before, I love when problems they happen. Change to bevel. Here it's gonna be square. See, oops, round and square. Now it's okay. See, by the drawing, we don't need to go there and verify because the icon is telling us that things are right. So let's test that again. Let's come back to prototype tab. I don't know if that's gonna make it better or not. No, really. But see here, that little round thing, when I move, it's possible to see. It's a bug. It wasn't expected to happen, so we are trying to fix that. Let me go square with all of them. Square, 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 square. Let's see if the thing gets better. Even worse, I think so. Figma bug, it shouldn't happen. Like I told you before, doesn't make any sense. Any sense at all. Any sense at all. Because things, they go this way. Maybe, let's see. The type of stroke, inside of side, something like this. Doesn't make sense for me because, yeah, it should work anyway. That was centered. Then we went inside, outside, size. We tested a lot of different parameters and the thing is still awful. Really bad, Figma. You should make it better, this little bug. But maybe it's happened with me over here. I don't know if you guys over there are having the same sort of problems that I'm having here. So okay, and now let's think. For example, I showed you that, oh, if I leave the thing here, it will come back. If leave the thing here, it will go ahead. We could have some intermediate screen. For example, let's think about some state 3 and state 4, just 2 more. All right, cool. Let me have like 40 to be closer, easier to go and to come back. So here it will be just a little ahead. Okay, here it will be this. Come with me. Maybe that can even make better our problem, having a lot of intermediate states. But now we should come back to prototype section, and we need to delete many of them, because that might be, we have more possibilities, more variables right now. So first one, I want to come here, it's okay. And then if I move ahead, I come here, Smart Animate on drag, just like this. And then if I want to go ahead, I do this, state 4 on drag. If I want to come back, oops, not like this. If I want to come back, I do this on drag, and then I do all the way back, only changing to drag. Now let's test. Let's see. See, now we can leave. We have more possibilities. Some problem over here. On click, no, on drag. And then we fix it. But now we can't go anymore like from the first point to the last point, because we need to pass through this thing. So prototyping is like that, you know, it's simulating the reality, but it's not the reality yet. So we tested that, didn't work the way I expected. Maybe if you want to show some sort of interaction that is really that way, it's okay. If not, I recommend you to have, for example, state 1, state 2, and do the connections from here to here on drag, from here to here on drag. If you want to start from the very beginning, just like this, you can diminish its line, and then you can start from here. See? Oops. But that little bug I told you, it's so annoying. And then we can show all the where is the interaction? We can show all the interaction. Where is that? On drag? On click, of course. So we can show all the interaction. See, now the bug is even different. It's really crazy. Yeah, sometimes that happens, sometimes that doesn't, but you know what, maybe doing component or something like this that might be a little different on the way. I don't think so, but yeah. So if we leave here, it will go ahead. If we leave here, it will come back, but we can I'm sorry, we can show how the interaction happens, how that behaves. So this is the matter of this video that I was trying to show you. Now, just to finish, let's imagine that the user wants to tap here, right? And tapping here, the user could jump straight to this point, like the high volume. I don't know if that's okay, but that can be just a test that occurred to me right now. So let's play. We have this possibility to do it this way, to do this way. But if I want to go to the highest volume, I click here. And if I want to go to the lowest volume, I click here. See, two possibilities, two sort of interactions, two different ways that the users they can use. Okay, so this tutorial is over. I really appreciate your company. You guys are a good companion. It's a pleasure, like normally I say, to make tutorials for you. It's been a pleasure to me, you know, and I really hope that these tutorials they can help you somehow. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye bye.